Welcome to EcoCard Solution. This video is regarding the login account maintenance. Now, to access to your login account maintenance, go to the base menu. In the base menu, you'll see the second item called login account maintenance. Select this item and you will see some entries, some accounts that was already created before. Now, I have right now 4 login accounts. Okay, now the first one is basically a super user. Super user is a user that has no control, or maybe is not restricted. It can perform any functions that it wants to. Okay, therefore I would recommend that not a normal user to use it. Maybe the administrator or the business owner should take control of this login account. Now, how do you identify from one account that is a super user and not a super user? Any account, the number when it's 9 is actually a super user login ID. All right. You cannot have 2 login number that is number 9. Okay. You only have one in any license. There is only one. All right. Now we can see over here. This is the login ID and this is the username. This is the email. We recommend you to key in email to all login ID. Phone number is good to have. Okay. This indicates that this account is enabled, meaning they can log in, all right, and they can use the system. Now, when you try after a six time failed login, then this account will be locked, right? So you can open it back by clicking unlock login. Okay, so and there's a bill code. Bill code basically is a code that you assign for your next number or next bill number. Example, if you're issuing an invoice, you want the running sequence number for a particular user, all right? So you want to have a prefix of that code, in this case, TG1003, okay? You may want to do that so that you know that this invoice number is generated by this person, okay? So, and if your prefix is TG1003, then you know that the super user root ID was the one who issued the invoice, okay? This is the prefix code, all right? Now, immediate supervisor is important, especially when you have a company, a big company, and in the big company, you have a hierarchy level. You might want to assign who's the immediate supervisor, because once you have assigned the immediate supervisor, then the immediate supervisor can manage their own staff. So a super user, which is this one, don't need to manage all the staff. The immediate supervisor can manage staff reporting to them. Okay, so once you set the kind of structure, then you can start empowering the supervisor to, to perform some of the admin function. The supervisor cannot perform actions on users that do not report to them. All right. So that is the purpose of that hierarchy implementation. Now I'm going to show you how to add a new employee, or sorry, a login account. First, highlight new, and I'm going to call it test. Okay. Right. Okay. And what I do is that click update, and you find that test is created over here. If you want to change, okay, the content on this particular login ID, what you need to do is, okay, highlight this one and click save. Now you can do it on multiple employee, okay, not necessarily only one, but you can do it on 2, okay, or more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, not only that, okay, we also support Chinese or any of the non Latin letters. You can do things like type a Chinese letter. In this case, I'm putting a Chinese letter into this. Hang on, give me a minute. right? Okay, detected non-offering alphanumeric. All right, so the name do not accept this, but non-numeric. So you need to clean. You can clean over here. It's format. Or looks at the name. I don't know. Right, you can do it over here. Okay, so you can type in here the Chinese letter or any code you want, and you can save them. Okay, so next round when you come back and open back, you can see the Chinese letter and the changes that you have made over here. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, put it back. Okay, if I want to remove this login ID, then what you need to do is click on to delete. Okay, done. All right, now once the login ID is created, okay, you can disable the your particular user so that he can't use the system. To do that, all you have to do is just click on disable account. Make sure you highlight this text box and disable. All right, you can't do it. That's because this particular user is not reporting to the super user or the one that I'm logging in, which is this one. Okay, so if I want to disable, I need to make sure that it reports to me. Save it. Okay, and I can disable by highlight this one, disable account. So no longer able, right? So if I want to enable it back, highlight, enable account. Okay. So and then if I want to reset the password, I can set the password by highlighting this, reset password, and they give you a number. Okay, this is the new password for the particular customer. Oh, sorry, for the particular login ID. Okay, now when you fail to log in, okay, when you log in, you fail to log in several times, the account here will be locked. To enable the lock, all you have to do is just click on here, highlight the particular lock login ID, and click unlock login account, right? And this will become active. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now, as you can see on the top here, you will see that login log. Login log basically shows you uh, who has logged in at what time and what date. Okay, by default, it will show you today's one. You can see 1 week or 1 month or 6 months or 1 year ago, right? Or you can select by a particular login ID, okay, or by a particular user, all right? So this is the login log, and audit trail basically represents what are the changes you have made to the system. As you can see, what the system shows you here is basically the original, okay, and the new value. This was added in, okay, created, and the new value, okay, and this was changed. Sorry, this was removed. Original, and then you can see all the blanks. And this is from original to new value. Okay, we'll change this also. All right. So these are the changes that are done. And basically, as usual, the audit trail will reflect this way. What is the summary change? Change by on which ID, login ID, and save. Okay, the action is save, and this one is delete. Okay, and what date was done? Okay, and by whom? All right. So this is the audit trail. All right, that's in for the login account maintenance. Once you have created login account, then if you want to have more refined control, you need to have role access maintenance and also user role management. Go to this menu to see the detail on how to set that up. Okay.